At a party inside of Fort Worth, Texas, which he did a lot. He performed at a lot of parties in Fort Worth, Texas, because 88 Dub was one of the artists who actually bring out a crowd, and they actually knew his lyrics, which is pretty hard for artists to do, to transition off just only being popping on the internet and then able to actually bring out people, which 88 Dub could do. So allegedly at the party, I guess some type of money dispute happened. So some people at the party fired at 88 Dub, potentially the people that was throwing it, and then 88 Dub fired back at them.
Hey, Red Dog, man. Hey, R.I.P, bro. I'm sorry, man. Sorry to hear that happen to your son, bro. That shit crazy. These bitch ass niggas out here, bro. That's all they know how to do, bro. Like, you can be defending yourself against some bitch ass niggas, bro. It's just bitch ass niggas running packs, bro. You ain't gonna never really get the ups on no bitch ass nigga, bro. Like, that shit it's just impossible. If you ain't traveling in the pack like them bitch ass niggas do, bro, the real niggas I always usually get the short end of the stick, bro. But shit, R.I.P to him, man, cause I know his pops and shit. That shit crazy, bro. That's a young man, bro. Little man, he just now getting his feet wet, shit, in the game. Hey, bitch ass niggas hating. Niggas be hating on niggas, bro, for real. There ain't nothing but jealousy, bro, for real. That's all it is, just jealousy, man.
And then 88 Dub fired back at them, which caused 12 of them to pull up. 12 of them pretty much in their report said that 88 Dub pointed a gun at them, which, like I say, they were going to have to release body cam footage to prove that. And then, of course, 12 of them shot and unalive 88 Dub. So let's get into it all. That's just a brief overview of everything, what they're saying. But let's actually...
As always, I'm going to tell you the information that I have at to this point. As we know, information can change and normally does in these type of situations. But this evening at around 12:05 a.m., we were dispatched to multiple calls regarding shots being fired in this area. When officers arrived, they found a party that was going on in the area, and then heard more shots.
I'm gonna do my own thing. Give a fuck who don't. If you can go to the ER after a car accident,
crazy,
you can still
bro.
get a huge check. No, seriously, I didn't go to the
area, and then heard more shots.
I'm gonna do my own thing. Give a fuck who don't.
Anyway, so pretty much with that limited information that we got, which I have more information too, which is like the actual report. 88 Dub. Here we go. You know what? Let me just skip to reading this, then I'll say that, right? So this is what it says. First of all, before I read this, police killed 2 people that night. They killed 88 Dub, and they also killed somebody else. I believe 88 Dub was the first person they killed, and I'll explain that a little further later, right? But let's start it right here. It says, on May 16, 2026, at approximately 12:05 a.m., Fort Worth Police Department East Division officers were dispatched to multiple calls on the text of shots being fired at the 4200 block of Women Drive. Officers arrived in the area and heard additional gunfire. While approaching, they observed an adult male suspect with a gun. Officers confronted the suspect and ordered him to drop the gun. The suspect did not obey commands, and at one point, was seen pointing his gun or weapon towards the officer. So that's the part that a lot of people is saying, nah, that's iffy. They don't think that he actually pointed the gun at the officer, but let's continue. It says at least one officer fired their gun and struck the suspect. Officers immediately provided medical aid to the male suspect until the Fort Worth Fire Department arrived to assist. The male suspect was pronounced deceased on scene. No officers were injured, right? So like I said, a lot of people want to see body cam footage because they don't believe the 88 Dub actually pointed the gun at 12 now, which that's what the officers is saying, right? Now, if we go to the report on the news website on CBS, it breaks it down a little bit more and explains how after they shot 88 Dub, there was another person that they shot and killed that I guess tried to run them over at the scene, and they're trying to figure out if those 2 incidents are related together in any sort of way at all, right? And if they are, of course, they're probably going to try to they kind of unalived that guy as well. I would say arrest him, but like I say, they did unalive 2 people. So here goes, right? It says This is what 88 Dub's dad said. My son didn't deserve to get gunned down like that. You know what? Before I read this, actually, I think it'll be best if I just play the video from 88 Dub's dad. So let me go to that first, and then we'll come over here and kind of break this stuff down because that gives a bit more of insight to it as well. So here goes 88 Dub's dad. He's an OG out of Fort Worth, Texas, and he goes by the name of OG Red Dog.
Elijah Mayo is the man Fort Worth police killed Saturday morning.
He was coming to perform here, 88 Dog.
He says his son is a rapper, goes by the name of Eastwood Dub. He had a performance at a party in the neighborhood, but before taking the stage, there was a shooting.
Then they said, well, we just had a shooting over here. He asked the guy, could I still get my money, right, for his show and his flyer? They had a little altercation behind that. They fired shots at him. He returned fire to protect himself. My son didn't deserve to get gunned down like that.
Elijah Mayo is the man for...
Anyway, so like I say, there was a second guy that got unalived as well.
Man, like I said, bro, man, I've been knowing Red Dog, like, forever, bro. He did my piercings, he did my first tattoo, my knockout click tattoo, you know what I'm saying? He did this. Man, Red Dog was a good nigga, so I know he teach his son the right shit. So anything his son was doing, it gotta be a self-defense. He wasn't pointing no gun at no officer. He probably was trying to keep the gun in his hand because the niggas that was shooting at him still had their gun. So they really gonna have to show that body cam footage to prove that shit. I don't believe that he pointed his gun at no officer. That shit is totally false. They probably just did that just because he still had it in his hand and he probably didn't hear them when they told him to drop the gun. But shit, hey, this man getting shot at, he don't know what the other niggas shooting at him at, bro. Like, what you expecting to do? Like, you got to get rid of both of the threats. You can't just focus on one. So shit, that nigga, the people, man, when they pull up like that, bro, they ready to shoot some shit. These motherfuckers, they ain't trying to talk. They ain't trying to really reason with you. They just gonna want you to comply, bro. They ain't trying to hear nothing you saying. Man, bro, that shit just don't even make sense. Why the fuck would he point the gun at the officers? He know he ain't trying to go to jail. He know he ain't trying to do it. Bro, get the fuck out of here. These niggas just be making up shit, for real. They really be making up fake ass. They are just like when I was with my bro and we were driving, them motherfuckers pulled us over. This nigga got some dope on him and, you know what I'm saying, and he tried to hide the shit. But then he turned around and changed his mind, tried to run up and grab the shit. The law grabbed him and threw him on the ground. He threw the shit over there to me. I just kicked the shit to the side. Nigga, they gave me temporary evidence charge. Lied, said I swallowed some of the dope. I did all this extra shit, bro. I had to go to court and they had to check the cameras and shit. Wait till I go to court and check the cameras in order for me to get that shit dropped out me, bro. Like, these motherfuckers be lying on niggas, bro, for real. As long as you got a gun in your hand, bro, there's cause enough for them to take your life. They'll make up any excuse. They're like, oh yeah, he was trying to, you know what I'm saying, raise his arm up or some shit. Man, please. He probably about to put his hands in the air, you know what I'm saying, and them niggas probably just fired off, bro. These motherfuckers be lying for real, man. So release that motherfucking body camera, nigga, so people can see for real what the fuck y'all did. That pussy ass shit. All that stuff y'all doing, that shit is not gonna fly, my nigga. Y'all motherfuckers out here taking people's lives and shit. And nigga, and you calling that justice and you justified. These motherfuckers called y'all for help. They ain't call y'all for motherfucking me. I ain't saying this son called you, but the people in the place called y'all for help. They ain't call y'all to come and kill motherfuckers, bro. Like, the shooting was already done when y'all got there. Ain't like they were popping out shots when y'all got there. You was asking him to, you know what I'm saying, drop his gun. And maybe he was putting his hands in the air or whatever before he dropped the gun. But, man, bro, niggas will make up any reason to kill you once you got a gun in your hand, for real. I promise you. All they gotta do is be them hear some shots, and when they get to the scene and you got a gun in your hand, they gonna fire off. Just like that dude that had the little toy gun in the store and shit. He had his gun, he had that fake gun pointed down. He was walking out the store. He wasn't even a threat no more. He wasn't even a threat to begin with, but the officer just gunned him down on the way out the store. Like, bruh, they ready to pop that shit. They ready to pop them guns, bruh. They be waiting all day for some shit to happen. And some shit finally came out and this bitch ass nigga gonna, you know what I'm saying, pull the trigger first. Nigga, you could have hid behind a car. You could have did all types of shit for that young man, bro. You could have shot him in the leg, arm, anything, bro. They ready to kill some, bro. These motherfuckers, they don't care about no lives. They supposed to be trying to save many lives as they can, but they bitch ass too ready to pop somebody in the head that ain't even, once you get to the scene, they ain't even shooting no more, but they got a gun in their hand and you yelling at them to drop it. And they ain't pointing the gun or shot it yet. You got everything to shield you. You can get behind your car. Y'all niggas got them shields in the back of y'all car that y'all carry, bro. You could have pulled that shield out and asked that man a couple of more times. You didn't get that man a chance to live, bro. They need to set a time limit on for y'all to even do shit like that. Like, bro, it need to be at least 30 minutes worth of trying to get them to comply. At least 30 to 40 minutes or something. If they ain't pointing the gun at y'all, bro, like this nigga lying that said this boy did, ain't nobody finna go to war with the police, bro. Not by itself with no handgun, bro. He was smarter than that, my nigga. Y'all gonna have to prove that. That shit don't even make sense to nobody at all, bro. Why would he do it, bro? That shit ain't making sense. Now y'all prove that shit for real. Prove it. We gotta see the camera. Nigga want to see the footage for real, cause I want to see what type of sense it make for him to point a gun at an officer that ain't doing nothing to him. Like, hell nah, bro. Y'all ain't finna get away with that one, bro. Y'all ain't finna get away with this, man. That's straight murder, man. You murdered that boy. You ain't have no reason to kill that man. I know he ain't point no gun at y'all, bro. Y'all niggas got y'all trained shooters, bro. Y'all go to gun range damn near every other week, bro. Training to shoot. Come on, man. Y'all niggas trained to shoot to put a person down without having to kill him. And if his gun was down, then you ain't have no reason to kill that boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it was in his hand, it ain't raised up. Even if you raise it, you still trained to put a person down without killing them. Y'all go to gun ranges and train for this shit. To shoot a person in the leg, arm, shoulder, hand, whatever. Y'all train for this, bro. Like, y'all telling me these people spend all this training in these motherfucking academies and they can't even shoot. They just killing people just because they shooting people in vital spots. Like, you ain't even trying to save a life. Y'all supposed to be saving lives, nigga, not taking lives. So y'all damn right we want to see the footage, bro. We gotta see the camera footage. That's the only way this shit can be resolved. Cause ain't nobody believing nothing what y'all talking about. Pointing a gun at the police officer for what, nigga? For what? That don't make sense, bro. Anyway, man, let's keep moving, man, cause these motherfuckers here crooked as fuck. And y'all gonna show that tape, bro, cause y'all gonna have to. Like, the public and everybody gonna demand for y'all to show that shit. People want to see what the fuck y'all done did, bro. Cause it don't make sense. Who's ass? Stupid nigga, boy. That nigga Tudor say, nigga, them ugly ass fisherman glasses. Nigga got some fisherman gear on. This nigga think he the top nigga on the fishing yard. Look at that nigga.
Stop playing with me.
Well, Boots ass here.
Go get him. Go get him. Stop playing with me, man. Yeah, bitch, I got prime time glasses, nigga. With the Bass Pro hands. Fuck you, dude.
This nigga ass
Don't stop
Fisherman
playing
George
with me, man.
looking at boy Boots ass
Yeah.
here. That nigga said that nigga ass look like he work at
These
Tony.
fish bigger than Tony Seafood.
Tony.
Yeah. These fish bigger than Tony Seafood.
That nigga ass say he look like he work
that
at
you
Tony
used to see when you
Seafood.
was little.
Hat
Stop playing
wearing
with me,
nigga.
man.
Boy.
I fucked them up today,
Boots
man.
ass stupid as hell.
Yeah.
That nigga ass look like the last fisherman looking ass.
Fun time.
Stupid, boy, ass prime time. Nigga down.
Yes, sir. Baby banana boat. Fun.
Bro, that nigga ass that took Boots ass out in the bayous, boy.
Brought me the alligator bayou.
You better get your
Man, look
ass.
at that big ass alligator, man. Oh no, I'm finna go.
That nigga good Boots real
Man,
black.
I'm finna go, man.
Nigga, fuck you mean, right?
Man, look at that big ass alligator, man.
That nigga said, man, no, I'm
Man,
finna go,
fuck
man.
that.
I'm finna go, man.
Man, that bitch look like he about 15 feet.
Nigga, it
Oh,
would
no.
eat your ass up, boy. That Boots ass smart, nigga. Alright, man, this nigga Drake accused of stealing already, bro. God damn, bro. It ain't even been a full week for this nigga album out yet, and he already accused of stealing. Man, bro, this shit crazy. That shit crazy, bro. Yeah, it's a up and coming artist, 900 Rugrat. He saying that his intro that he created, the beat that he made, this nigga Drake took, put it on Iceman album.
I shit and repitch it like that.
Till I just went and listened to Iceman, and I listened to Little Birdie, and then I went back and listened to the intro of my first album. Twin. That's the only beat I've ever produced and sat there and produced. Don't rip my shit and repitch it like that, fam.
Let me say that again for the people in the back. This man said that's the only beat he ever produced himself. Not a beat someone else made. Not a loop he grabbed off the internet. That was his creation, from scratch. And he's saying Drake took it, pitched it differently, and put it on Iceman, an album that's being credited as Drake's comeback moment, as if it belonged to him. And check this, the song Little Birdie is listed as written and composed solely by Drake. No Rugrat credit, no co-production credit, nothing. The second that video dropped, the streets started talking, and I mean immediately. Music forums lit up. Reddit threads got created within hours. Comments on Iceman reviews started filling up with one specific sentence. Little Birdie was written by 1900 Rugrat and used without his permission. Fan accounts started clipping the two songs side by side. YouTube breakdowns started popping up. The TikTok timeline exploded. And here's where it gets even deeper. Because this wasn't just a random accusation from a no-name artist trying to clout chase off a big album drop. This was a man with receipts. A man who could point to the documented communication between himself and Drake's production team. A man who put his own song out months before Iceman and could literally play them back to back. The timeline is airtight, fam. He made the beat. Drake's camp reached out and wanted it. He said no. His track came out on February 28th, 2025. Drake's alleged version shows up on Iceman on May 15th, 2026. That's the sequence. That's the chronology. That's how the dots connect. Now here's where people started connecting even more dots, because this wasn't the first time Drake had been in this exact position. And this is where the story goes from a one-on-one dispute to a full-on pattern that the culture has been watching play out for years. Y'all gotta understand, 1900 Rugrat is a Florida rapper who grew up watching XXXTentacion blow up in his state. He told Billboard he was a freshman in high school when Murder on My Mind was just a SoundCloud song. He watched what happened when X got big, and X had his own very specific situation with Drake. Let me break down that XXXTentacion situation because it is directly
with tap stitches.
This
Simple.
nigga said Murder on My Mind. That's Melly. I don't know where, I don't know the reference, how that came in, but shit, anyway.
XXXTentacion situation because it is directly relevant to what's happening right now. It's January 2017. Drake is on his Boy Meets World tour in Amsterdam. He premieres a new track from his upcoming More Life project called KMT, featuring UK rapper Giggs. The track gets leaked online through a fan recording at the show, and almost immediately, within hours, XXXTentacion and his fan base start making noise. Why? Because Look at Me had just become one of the biggest SoundCloud songs in the world. X was in jail at the time, sitting in Broward County. which is literally 1900 Rugrats region, by the way, the same South Florida universe. And the flow that Drake was spitting on this new KMT record sounded eerily, unmistakably, uncomfortably similar to the exact cadence and pattern that X had pioneered on Look at Me. X's team went public immediately. His manager at the time, Adam22, admitted he had entertained both possibilities. Maybe Drake heard it, maybe he didn't. But the similarities were hard to ignore. His associate, Danny Towers, went on record and said, "And keep it real, I felt it was kind of ridiculous to say that you've never heard of him." X himself spoke to XXL directly from jail and said something that now sounds almost prophetic, given what's happening with Rugrat. If Drake is gonna take the flow, at least reach out to Ania, help Ania out in this situation. Sound familiar? Because 1900 Rugrats complaint is almost the same energy. You got the access to hit me up. You hit me up. You asked for the music. I said no. And you still went ahead and did it anyway. The difference between X and Rugrat situations is actually more damning for Drake in the Rugrat case, no cap. With X, the argument was about flow and cadence, things that are harder to legally pin down, even if they're morally clear. With Rugrat, we're allegedly talking about the actual beat, an instrumental, a production, the kind of thing that has a clearer legal and ethical line around it. And Drake's response to X back then? He denied everything publicly, said on BBC Radio 1 Extra that he didn't know what anybody was talking about, played it off, and that was that. Because X was in jail young and didn't have the institutional support to push it further. The beef became part of the narrative around X. It boosted X's profile, his associates later admitted, but Drake never got properly held accountable. Are we watching the same playbook again? Now gang, let's talk about the full picture, because once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. In June 2015, Meek Mill posted a series of tweets that changed the hip-hop discourse for years. He accused Drake of not writing his own raps. That sparked the biggest ghostwriting controversy hip-hop had seen in a generation. Reference tracks surfaced, audio recordings of an Atlanta rapper named Quentin Miller performing the exact same verses that ended up on Drake's songs. Near identical delivery, near identical cadences, song after song, and the reference tracks from 10 Bands, Know Yourself, and other key Drake records had Miller's voice on them doing the verses in almost exactly the way Drake would perform them. Now Drake's camp called Miller a collaborator, not a ghostwriter. But the distinction was paper thin when you listen to those recordings. The deeper layer that people often miss is what NPR pointed out at the time. The most important part of rap isn't just the words on paper. It's the cadence, the flow, the melody, how a bar sounds. And if someone else is laying that out in a reference track, essentially performing what the final product is going to sound like, then what exactly is left for the credited artist to do? That's the uncomfortable question Drake has never fully answered. And it didn't stop there. The Weeknd, back when he was broke and hungry, admitted to Rolling Stone in 2015 that he gave songs to Drake for Take Care that were originally intended for his own House of Balloons mixtape. He said it himself. "I gave up almost half my album." He was grateful because Drake put a spotlight on him, but the quote he dropped years later, when him and Drake were on bad terms, told the real story. "I thank God that I never signed my life away." That's the OVO trap people don't talk about enough. Early in their careers, artists around Drake give up music, give up songs, give up sounds, sometimes out of gratitude, sometimes out of pressure, sometimes just because Drake has the reach and they're trying to eat. And those songs go on Drake records with minimal credit and zero conversation. Then there's Future's reference tracks that leaked during the 2024 beef era, and Vori and Lil Yachty. Rick Ross literally trolled Drake during the beef by posting a video captioned Yachty aka The Pen. The implication? Yachty was writing for Drake. The reference tracks started surfacing showing Yachty's voice on verses that would go on to become Drake records. The cadence, the delivery, the whole blueprint, allegedly coming from Yachty. So when 1900 Rugrats steps to the camera and says Drake took his beat without permission after already being told no, that doesn't exist in a vacuum. It lands on top of a mountain of prior situations that the culture has been cataloging for over a decade. And that's why this hits different. This ain't a one-off. This is a chapter in a very long book. Here's what makes the timing of all this so devastating for Drake's narrative. Iceman was supposed to be the comeback. After Kendrick Lamar bodied him with Not Like Us in May 2024, a song that went on to win Record of the Year and Song of the Year at the 2026 Grammys, the first diss track in history to win a Grammy, and was performed live to 133.5 million viewers at the Super Bowl halftime show, Drake was in a position he'd never been in before. His lawsuit against UMG got dismissed in October 2025. The judge ruled that Kendrick walked. Culturally, Kendrick walked. The whole world had seen it. Drake had to respond, and he did it the only way he knows how.
He got to look like Kodak dancing around in that video. This is supposed to be Kodak right there. That guy out there dancing on the block, that's definitely Kodak. If you guys don't know 1900 Real Rap, you know. Now I said 1900 for Broward. I actually thought he was for Broward, man. You know me, I be in Central Florida these days, man. I be down in Dade, and y'all know I be down in Dade. But like, I thought bro was from Broward for some reason. He's out of Broward County. Drake released a song named Lil Birdie where he's paying homage to Kodak, mimicking his flow. But I don't think that 1900 Raw Rap, I don't think he needs to be mad at Drake. I think he needs to be mad at DJ Frisco.
DJ Frisco 9-5.
Now this is the reason why I say he should be mad at DJ Frisco, because DJ Frisco got his tag all over that song. If DJ Frisco got his tag, not saying he made the beat, but you know, Drake wanted to give it that style. You know what I mean? Did Drake just hit Frisco up and say, hey man, let me send your tag over. Let me just put it on it so we can give it that South Florida feel? Or did Frisco actually hear the song before, you know, it was released? And if he did hear it, because I thought 1900 was from Broward, so I would have thought that Frisco would have been in tune with what was going on and would have told 19, like, hey man, Drake, he used your beat. You know what I mean? He sampled one of your records. You know, that's what I was thinking. And I think 1900 is gonna get like some credit for it. You know, maybe. You know, but the sample, we got to figure out where the sample came from. But that's the reason why I was talking about DJ Frisco in this. I wasn't saying like Frisco like stole it, hijacked it, and just took credit for it. Obviously, I don't think he's probably put down as a producer just because of the tag. You know what I mean? But I wasn't coming at DJ Frisco like that. Yeah, because DJ Frisco, look, he out here making headlines, Washington Post, speeding up records. Why you ain't mad at Frisco? But
that nigga said he speeding up records. That nigga didn't make that shit. It ain't here tripping,
with that
bro.
style for Broward, man. They don't. I get into that. That's what I broke. And that Drake liked it, that song. Maybe about. I think he needs to be bad at DJ Frisco got his tag. You know what I mean? Did Frisco actually? I would have thought that Frisco would have been in tune, but if not, Kodak dancing around in that video. This is supposed to be Kodak right there. That guy out there dancing on the block, that's definitely Kodak. If you guys don't know 1900 Real Rap, you know it. Now I said 1900 for Broward. I actually thought he was from Broward, man.
This shit crazy. But anyway, man, this shit, a nigga Drake had, boy, he gonna have to answer to that, cause that motherfucker, that shit sound too similar. But anyway. That nigga John J. Wick, that nigga his charge been upgraded to murder. The dude died. Man, that shit crazy, bro.
All right, it's official. I'm doing it. I now only use menace, like horrible.
news for the YC community. J.W.A.T.P, the Georgia white rapper who came out with pork chop sandwich, apparently his attempted murder charge has been upgraded to first-degree murder. And for those that don't know what that means whoever got hit up didn't make it. Now, Say Cheese would drop today, 2 hours ago. Georgia rapper J.W.A.T.P attempted murder charge has now upgraded to first-degree premeditated homicide. Premeditated. That is a strong word right there. Reason being, premeditated means this was thought out before it happened. This was planned. This wasn't something that just went down, which would fall under a second-degree murder. This wasn't an accident, which would fall under a manslaughter. Premeditated means it was planned. No different than the Fulio assassination. If that's the case, J.W.A.T.P is now facing, at minimum, life in prison in the state of Florida or the death penalty. Comments would say, damn, free bro, 100, 100, 100, 100. What the fuck I missed? What happened? Cooked them. Pork chop sandwich. Damn, my boy was at the beginning of a promising career. Out of all this bullshit, this is the only comment that's actually hitting home, because literally, J.W.A.T.P just started firing off. He just started going viral. I think he has like 2 big songs, was moving around, doing shows. This is the very beginning of his career, and this is not what you want. You don't want to get locked up for all of the initial hype as you start to blow, because that becomes the finishing blow to your career. Man. Now, my boy Seti Nash would also cover this, so we're going to watch the 2 posts that he made.
Boy, I think J.W.A.T.P might be fried. Listen to this. Name Donald Justin Anderson. And they got him booking date 5/14/2026. Charges: homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. Wait. What the oh shit, I didn't read that part. Whoa. So that mean dude died? Homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated.
Now, somebody in the comments would say, so you just skip right over the attempt part. Another guy would say the guy he shot his home, he made a video already, but he didn't put the link. And also Danny Nagel ATL would say, I believe the ATT means attempted murder, bro. Also, buddy story about Wick shooting for nothing makes 0 sense. So what they're talking about is this right here. Maybe principal, ACC, accomplice, ATT, attempted. But then it would be like, well, why would they put homicide, first degree, premeditated? So like I said, the only thing that would make sense in this situation is if the kid he shot died. So let's actually look at the paperwork, because J.W.A.T.P has been transferred from Georgia, where he was arrested, where they went and got him, and has already been brought back to Florida. The paperwork is posted. Now, obviously, this is zoomed out, but this is pretty much his entire...
That shit crazy, bro. There's too much going on in the media, bro. This shit crazy. Nigga threw his whole life away, career away, too.
A fan base of uncivilized mutts came for him, calling him a child predator. Yeah, they said that he had a record for messing with those kids, right? The lie detector determined that was a lie. So, how did that happen? I mean, well, you know how they do, fam. Every time a black person is the victim, they got to turn it into a situation where the black person is the predator. See, Joshua Fox, it turns out, has some competition, some name competition in the state of Tennessee. So let's cover Joshua first. So Joshua is a 31-year-old U.S. Army veteran who does have a criminal record from 2024. He was arrested for aggravated domestic assault and
This is a situation where he allegedly threatened his wife with a screwdriver, and he also threatened to burn the house down. Okay, so that happened in Clarksville, Tennessee. Well, there's another incident that happened in Tennessee, but this was actually in Nashville, Tennessee, with this guy named Joshua Fox. This guy is the real Joshua Fox who has the criminal record for messing with kids. Let's go to the article. Man accused of stalking, sending sexual messages to underage Nashville actress. A 41-year-old man stalked a former star of the TV show Nashville and sent the child sexually explicit messages, including an image of a woman he R.I.P at gunpoint, an arrest report alleges. Court documents show Joshua Andrew Stephen Fox was charged Tuesday with aggravated stalking and solicitation of a minor following a lengthy investigation. According to a warrant, the FBI was investigating Fox's internet activity pertaining to the stalking of the Stella family. The paperwork states an FBI special agent met with Fox on November 8, 2018 at Panera Bread on 21st Avenue South near the Vanderbilt University campus after Fox allegedly sent a sexual invitation to Maisie Steele, requesting she meet him for sex. The agent ordered Fox to stop any and all direct or indirect contact with the Stella family. Investigators said Fox temporarily deactivated social media accounts that he associated with the Stella family, but then reactivated them a few days later and continued messaging Maisie, who was 14 years old at the time. The police report alleges Fox sent Maisie an estimated 85 messages and videos through Facebook on November 11, 2018, asking the child star to call him. The next day, Fox reportedly sent music videos and messages to Maisie, several of which were sexual in nature, in an attempt to get the teenager to call him so they could have sex. There's Maisie. Within the next few days, investigators said Fox sent Maisie a picture of the woman he had kidnapped and R.I.P'd at gunpoint. The woman reported the incident the following day, and Fox was arrested in Asheville, North Carolina, then transferred to Smith County, Tennessee to face R.I.P and kidnapping charges. We can stop right there. I never watched the show Nashville, so I wouldn't know, but this is Maisie. This is the girl that was Maisie Stella. This is the girl that was being stalked. Scary stuff here, fam, right? I just, I'm still trying to figure out, how did the FBI just go to him and ask him to stop? They didn't arrest him on the spot. They just told him, hey, man, we're going to need you to stop sending those messages.
Man.
They didn't arrest him.
Yeah, that's how it is. They get out, but as you see that he ain't no motherfucking child molester, and he was shot because racist ass Chud was out there fucking with him. So Chud deserve everything that he get, and whoever don't agree with that, fuck y'all too. It don't matter. Like, justice is gonna be served. It was served. So we appreciate the judge for setting his bond high enough for to show that how broke he is, he can't get himself out. So salute to the real, man. Y'all stay woke, stay blessed, stay out the way, man.
Welcome in, tap that play. You know the vibe right this way. Stories hot, fresh every week. Pull up close, let it speak. Got the talk, got the flow. Got the spark, got the show. If you came for real, stay tuned. We light it up, then we move. We up tonight. Say it with me now. U.A.T.S.P. Loud and proud up at the station. All up at the station. Hype me up, the station. U.A.T.S.P. Bring love, bring that. All up at the station. Every drop got a little shine. Every guest bring a storyline. If you missed it once, hit rewind. We keep it fresh every time. Tell a friend, slide on by. Get the name stuck in your mind. Once you hear that hook go up, you're gonna know what it is. We up tonight. Say it with me now. U.A.T.S.P. Hold up at the station. Hold up at the station. Hype me up the station. So do U.A.T.S.P. So do U.A.T.S.P. Bring love, bring that. Hold up at the station. Hold up at the station. Hold up that when the intro hits, you feel that wave. Keep it locked, don't drift away. Your next favorite's on its way. Say the name, let it stay. Station. All up at the station. Hype me up the station. So do U.A.T.S.P. So do U.A.T.S.P. Bring the love, bring the all up at the station.